What's going on, everybody? Rob here, Trev2323, that's Trev2323, and right now I'm going to do an unboxing on this. I always wanted this, and you know me, I'm so dang frugal, but everybody says I'm cheap, that I couldn't see spending the money on it. This is the Craftsman lithium-ion half-inch impact wrench set. It's a 19.2 volt. It does. This one is up to 300 foot-pounds of torque. They have a 200 foot-pounds of torque one that's a little bit cheaper. This is the one up to 300 foot-pounds of torque. I had it sitting in my basement because I had an accident where pretty much the most of the day I'm just sitting with my foot elevated and iced. So right now I just wanted to squeeze this in. I just had to take a run to drop some stuff off and come right back. So here it is. I want to get this open. I'm not going to be using it for a while, but I want to get this battery on the charger so the battery just don't go dead. I don't like leaving batteries sit. Okay. This got 3,000 RPM, no load, allows for tightening and loosening various nuts and bolts. This is a half-inch one, and what I wanted this for, and what I intended to use it for was on my big girl, my 2002 Chevy Astrovan. I want to get the running boards off. But from underneath, they look like they're rusted in there pretty good. Now, normally I spray them like before I'm going to work on anything that's old and rusty. I do spray it with the WD-40 specialty, and I let it sit like for 2 nights. I get under there for 2 different days and just spray it. So as you're driving around and everything, it's kind of seeping in there. And that does seem to help. But there's just some times that you need to make sure that it's in there really good. Like when I put my lower shocks on, the upper bolts actually came loose, and I used torque bars to tighten them up. But if I would have used the impact wrench, those upper bolts wouldn't have came loose. So, get this out here. Now, one reason why I did want the Craftsman one, well, the price was right for the money. It was $164 is what I paid for it. But also, I got the Craftsman regular drill too, the 19.2 volt drill, the regular drill. I'm trying to think what takes the name of it, but it's the 19.2 inch just regular drill. I have that also, and I got 2 batteries for that. And I wanted to kind of try to stay with the same company, I guess you could say, because I already got batteries for that. Now, also through my kind of wheelings and dealings and helping people fix stuff, I do have the Home Depot, the Rigid brand. I got 2 Rigid grills, a Rigid charger, and 1 Rigid battery. So I was either going for a Rigid impact or a Craftsman impact. I didn't need to spend the $400. Like I said, I bought this one from Ace Hardware for $164, and it's a 300 pound per square inch one, 300 foot-pound torque one, or however you say that. So it's a pretty decent one for $164. I asked about the warranty. And he said that there's a year's warranty. I even think they said that there's a year's warranty. And then there's the Craftsman number for questions or problem, customer care hotline. They have his here. So normally I stick my receipt onto this. This way I keep it. Now, you see on one side of the box was the charger, the pretty big charger. And what I like about these is these are actually trickle chargers also. So if you're not using it, the battery's not sitting. And like I said, I got 2 other batteries already for this same type of thing, but the regular drill. And I alternate the batteries. If I'm using one, we'll kind of just wear it down for a little bit, put that one in, take the other one off, and I'll let it sit for about 2 or 3 weeks later. I'll wear that one out, put it in. I switch them out is what I do. So the only 3 things that come in the box are actually the charger, which is the lightest part right here. And you see the drills on this side and the batteries on this side. This is the C3. Believe it or not, I can't walk outside to show you, although I'm sure other people have already seen other people taking off their lug nuts with this. You know, a car's lug nuts should only be, don't mark me for sure on this, check your book, but the car's lug nuts only should be like 100 psi. And then you got the big impact guns, like this is a 300 pound impact gun. So if I have this on full pressure, putting my lug nuts back on, I'm going brr, 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 it's going to be hard as heck for you to get that out. So I got a video up on that. When you go to a shop, make sure you tell them torque the bolts to specs. And then when you come out the shop, you have your T. I always have a T. Don't have that cheap little one that comes in your trunk. Have a T for your car and loosen them and tighten them. Loosen them and tighten them. And if you can't tighten it with the T right there, right when you get your flat fixed or anything like that, you tell them, hey, I need you to break this loose, and you tighten it by hand. If it's a new shop that I haven't been to before, and I see them with the big impact guns, I tell them, I say, hey, dude, I says, I'll put the lug nuts on myself when you come back. They says, no, we got it. I said, no. I said, you don't understand. I was actually stranded with my wife. We were on vacation, and I couldn't get the lug nuts off because somebody had one of these impact wrench, and they were going full power, freaking hitting the damn hitting the lug nuts. Okay, so this is the big XDP battery. This is the better battery that comes with the. They got the smaller one too, the regular one, but this is the heavy duty one. Okay, slides right in. Let me see. So it is charged already. Let's see. All it has is forward and reverse. Okay. Let's see. You know, some of the impact guns that you got from with the air, you have the thing on the back where you can control the pressure on it. This one right here is 300 psi. Well, this spins a little bit freely, so that's what creates the. But like I says, right now I don't have anything to use it on because I can't go outside. So I apologize for that. 3 things only come in the box. You get the charger, you get the battery, and you get the gun. So what I'm going to do is hook this up onto the charger and then set it and forget it because I can't do nothing for at least another 45 days. But my main intention for this, really, if I do got to take the tires off the car, I won't have to pull the hose out for the compressor. My impact gun, I can just go out there with this and take it off with this. But I wanted to be able to, I'm going to do the front end of my 2002 Chevy Astrovan. So I figured it would help get me, you know, that off also. I was going to do my differential plate, but I'm kind of incapacitated here, so I took it to a shop for the differential plate. So I'm sorry I couldn't get that video for you. Either way, this is the C3 19.2 volt Craftsman impact gun. This is a 300 psi one. I picked it up from Ace Hardware for $164. Now Ace Hardware said that they got the contract on Craftsman right now, but Irwin actually bought Craftsman, and Irwin does a lot with Lowe's. So we'll see if these show up in Lowe's. Alright, thank you very much for watching.